Taylor Alison Swift, born December 13, 1989, is an American singer-songwriter. Her discography spans multiple genres and her narrative songwriting, often inspired by her personal life, has received critical praise and widespread media coverage. Born in West Reading, Pennsylvania, Swift moved to Nashville, Tennessee at age 14 to pursue a career in country music. She signed a songwriting deal with Sony/ATV Music Publishing in 2004 and a recording contract with Big Machine Records in 2005. Her 2006 self-titled debut album made her the first female country artist to write or co-write every song on a US Platinum-certified album. Swift's next albums, Fearless, 2008, and Speak Now, 2010, explored country pop. The former's singles Love Story and You Belong With Me were the first country songs to respectively top the US pop airplay and all-genre airplay charts. She experimented with diverse rock and electronic styles on Red, 2012, which features her first US Billboard Hot 100 #1 song, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and recalibrated her identity from country to pop with her synth-pop fifth studio album, 1989-2014, supported by the chart-topping singles Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Bad Blood. Media scrutiny on her life inspired the urban-flavored Reputation, 2017, and its #1 single Look What You Made Me Do. It made Swift the first act to have 4 albums each open with 1 million copies sold. Departing from Big Machine and signing with Republic Records in 2018, Swift released her 7th studio album, Lover, 2019, followed by the autobiographical documentary Miss Americana, 2020. Her artistic input during the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the indie folk and alternative rock albums, Folklore and Evermore, 2020, which incorporated escapism and fictional narratives. Their lead singles Cardigan and Willow debuted to top the Hot 100. She began re-recording her Big Machine catalog after a public dispute over the ownership to the album's masters, re-releasing 2 in 2021, Fearless, Taylor's version, and Red, Taylor's version. The latter's All Too Well, 10-minute version, became the longest song to top the Hot 100. Besides music, Swift has played supporting roles in films and directed the music films Folklore, The Long Pond Studio Sessions, 2020, and All Too Well, the short film, 2021. Having sold over 200 million records worldwide, Swift is one of the best-selling musicians of all time. Her accolades comprise 11 Grammy Awards, including 3 Album of the Year wins, 34 American Music Awards, the most for an artist, 29 Billboard Music Awards, the most for a woman, and an Emmy Award. She has featured on rankings such as Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time, 2015, Billboard's Greatest of All Time Artists, 2019, the Time 100 and Forbes Celebrity 100. Honored with titles such as Artist of the Decade and Woman of the Decade, Swift is an advocate for artists' rights and women's empowerment. Her albums have been credited with influencing a generation of singer-songwriters. Here are some of the beautifully quotes of Taylor Alison Swift. People haven't always been there for me, but music always has. This is a new year. A new beginning. And things will change. Fearless is having the courage to say goodbye to someone who only hurts you, even if you can't breathe without them. No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. There are 2 ways you can go with pain: you can let it destroy you, or you can use it as fuel to drive you. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. If you're horrible to me, I'm going to write a song about it, and you won't like it. That's how I operate. The only words you'll regret more than the ones left unsaid are the ones you use to intentionally hurt someone. It's hard to fight when the fight ain't fair. I'm thankful that when I go to bed at night, that I have been myself that day. And I have been myself all the days before that. And when someone apologizes to you enough times for things they'll never stop doing, I think it's fearless to stop believing them. Silence speaks so much louder than screaming tantrums. Never give anyone an excuse to say that you're crazy. I've always strived to be successful, not famous. I don't compare myself to anyone else, I don't make comments about anyone else because they do what feels right for them, and that's okay by me. We don't need to share the same opinions as others, but we need to be respectful. Just be yourself, there is no one better. I've never thought about songwriting as a weapon. I've only thought about it as a way to help me get through love and loss and sadness and loneliness and growing up. Words can break someone into a million pieces, but they can also put them back together. Lesson I've learned the most often in life is that you're always going to know more in the future than you know now. Giving up doesn't always mean you're weak, sometimes you're just strong enough to let go. That doesn't mean when I'm older I won't have a glass of wine. I just don't think it's such a strange thing for me not to be wasted all the time. Some days I totally appreciate everything that's happening to me, and some days I feel everyone's waiting for me to mess up. Fearless is getting back up and fighting for what you want over and over again, even though every time you've tried before you've lost. You are the only one who gets to decide what you will be remembered for. I think the perfection of love is that it's not perfect. Good memories can leave even more of a scar on your heart than the bad times. I've been careful in love. I've been careless in love. And I've had adventures I wouldn't trade for anything. There's more to life than dating the boy on the football team. I'm not the girl who always has a boyfriend. I'm the girl who rarely has a boyfriend. You can walk away and say we don't need this. But something in your eyes says we can beat this. Your feelings are so important to write down, to capture, and to remember because today you're heartbroken, but tomorrow you'll be in love again. In a relationship, each person should support the other, they should lift each other up. At some point, you grow out of being attracted to that flame that burns you over and over and over again. Relationships are like traffic lights. And I just have this theory that I can only exist in a relationship if it's a green light. I love making new friends and I respect people for a lot of different reasons. I love the sense of winter. For me, it's all about the feeling you get when you smell pumpkin spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, gingerbread and spruce. I love the ending of a movie where two people end up together, preferably if there's rain and an airport or running or a confession of love. My mom and I have always been really close. She's always been the friend that was always there. were times when, in middle school and junior high, I didn't have a lot of friends. But my mom was always my friend. Always. You're an expert at sorry and keeping the lines blurry. The way you walk, way you talk, way you say my name, it's beautiful, wonderful, don't you ever change. I've found time can heal most anything. And you just might find who you're supposed to be. Friends, please like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.